March of 2004, we were sitting there, we were having dinner one night, and he finally, he kind of nudges me and he's like, hey, listen, I'm going to start a minor league hockey team here, probably in the fall. I'm like, okay. And he goes, and I want you to, I want you to be the president. I want you to run the team. And I'm like, okay, Dad, sure. No problem. Yeah, I was kind of like joking back with him in a way. And I was just like, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll do it, Dad. I thought he was being sarcastic with me. That was our verbal negotiation at dinner that night. It was just, I'm going to do it. And that was that. It was insane. We're going to turn this into like a heel, like a heel wrestler where everyone wants to watch like the bad guy. And literally we just went to work and we started finding guys on and off the ice really that fit that image. And, I don't know whether it worked or not. I mean, we're still talking about this damn team. I mean, obviously it worked, and it was just insanity.
AJ, I was just pissed off I didn't get a call to play on the team at the time because I was looking through the roster, and those were a few guys I ended up tossing knuckles with down the road.
The whole thing was just we just did things just to mess with people's heads, even the press. It was hilarious. I'd be chirping a guy on the other team and he'd be chirping back. I mean, why wouldn't you? And then I'd get pissed. I'd look at Marassi, I'd throw the number up, and then we'd have all these hand signals. And these guys loved it. Don't let them fool you. They loved it. I find out John Cena's coming to the game against Adirondack. And sure enough, there was a whistle, and Wagner, these poor Adirondack guys, they're trying to stand up for themselves, but they couldn't really. And so all of a sudden, they bring Wagner to the penalty box, and he's skating. So our owner's box was over the penalty box. So he's looking up at me, and I'm like, all right. He's looking up at me and my dad, and he gives us the thumbs up. I'm like, all right, good job, man. He's thinking too much about this. So all of a sudden, he breaks away from the official. He does like this swim move, right, in football, and he goes beelining towards the Adirondack bench. It was like happening in slow motion almost. He's skating as good as he could. He grabs Mark Potvin by his tie, yanks him, and almost gets him over. I think the only thing saving him from coming onto the ice was, a few guys on the bench. And it was like Marassi, they all came out of the box. It turned into a second gong show in like 2 minutes. And sure enough, we get the phone call. We were in big trouble. We got fined as a team, and Chad Wagner got suspended for life from the UHL. He could never play again. It was crazy. I have so many funny videos from that camcorder. I mean, so many different fights, and and again, it was before the days of cell phones with the camera, so you had to be there to like experience it. And that's why it was important for me to capture this on video, because it was like, what? How are we gonna, you could remember it in your mind, but it's cool to have that stuff.
Well said, AJ. I mean, you and your dad left a hell of a legacy in Danbury. I mean, there's still hockey there to this day. There wasn't before you guys. I think that's the truest testament to your legacy and the impact you had there. So thanks so much for joining us. Send our love to your dad and your family as well. It's been a blast, and we'll catch up with you later.